is Helen H. and welcome to my channel, Moss Cottage. I hope everyone is doing well today. You know, it occurred to me that I think Thanksgiving is in 2 weeks. I think that's right. Or 2 weeks less a day. No, today is Thursday. No, today's Friday. Yeah, 2 weeks. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty amazing, right? We're finally getting some weather that feels like fall. I mean, it's finally not 75 degrees. It's like our high is 50 and it's been raining, which is just fabulous. So I'm in the Christmassy mood because of the weather, and I have a fun little project. This isn't going to be ephemera again for our December dailies, just to get a few little things ready. As you know, we made some clusters and we made these pockets out of envelopes to get ourselves ready. So our next project is going to be like a little pocket to put things in, but different from like the envelopes. So I got this little vintage thing. It says Happy Father's Day, and it looks like it's textured. Oh, it was from Hallmark way back in the day. Excuse me. And it's textured to look like, I guess, like leather, like a wallet. So when you open it up, there's this place here. And if you can see, it's not straight across the top. It dips down, you know, and it looks like a little man's wallet. Maybe you put money in there. I don't know. But anyway, I'm not going to use this for Father's Day ever. And so I thought this would be a fun little thing. You know, if you have receipts or something that's not that pretty, but you want to keep them, you could put them in here and then slip this in a pocket or pin it to a page in your December daily. So I thought we would make some of these fun little wallet type of pockets. So what I need to do first though is I need to open this up. And so very carefully, I'm going to open this up and try and make this a template for using other papers for, and then we're going to embellish it. So I'm just really trying gently here, as gently as I can, to open this up. This is not very thick paper, but by the time you fold it into this way and then to this way, it does excuse me, become somewhat stable. Excuse me. So let me go ahead and very gently try to open this side too. I just really need the shape, and you know, you can do whatever you want in here shape-wise. I just like this one and I thought it would make a good template. Okay, so now it's also folded over here, but I don't think that's necessary because here's the pocket here. Oh, I know. I don't know why they did that. Maybe to stabilize it more, or maybe the size of the paper, it was easier to cut that way. You see how it's folded here and this is open, but this serves no purpose whatsoever because you're putting in your things this way. So I think it's just so you don't have a rough edge up here, I guess. And I guess you could do that if you want. I'm not going to, okay? I'm just using this as a little pocket. I'm not going to be harsh with it, so I don't need the edges to be rolled over. Like I said, this is fairly thin paper. So I'm going to use my template like this. So this is what it looks like. So it's just going to be however long you want your envelope to be, and then how tall you want it to be when you fold over a pocket. So technically, you can just do it like this, okay? You don't have to cut anything. But they have the corners rounded, and so when you open it, it makes this little round bit here. But I think when I cut it out, I'm just going to go straight over, and then I'll use my corner rounder on it. And then this top shape here, you know, if you wanted, you could just take something big, you know, and make a circle or, you know, whatever you wanted to from here to make the top a little bit different than just having it straight across. Although there's nothing wrong with having it straight across. You could use your hole punch and punch a little hole, you know, the half hole here and the half hole here to make, you know, getting stuff in and out easier. But that's totally up to you. So this is going to be the template I'm going to use. Like I said, you can just basically fold it in half. You know, I probably wouldn't have it this long unless you have a see, then it's going to be folded again this way. So unless you have a book that's at least this wide, I wouldn't do, although you could stick it in this way. It makes an awfully big pocket. I would cut it down a little bit this way at least, okay? How tall you make it, that's up to you. So the other thing you can do, if you don't want to make a little pocket like this, you can take a bank envelope, you know, the money envelopes from banks, or a regular envelope. You can carefully open those and use those as templates. I have done that before as well. But I just kind of like this little wallet idea thing. Now, I've got some scraps of paper that I pulled out, and that one's not wide enough. I got them out, and that's definitely not. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use this snowflake one. And if you're new to my channel, hello, welcome. And I just want you all to know that the theme of my December daily is woodlands. So that is, now let me think here. If this is folded in half, yeah, I think this will work. I think this will work. So I'm just going to come straight across. Like I said, I'm not going to worry about the little divots where the corner rounds should be, because I have a corner rounder. If you don't have a corner rounder, but you like to have the look of that, you can simply take a quarter and lay it on the corner, trace it, and then cut it out, and it will be fine. So okay, so this is basically my shape here. And I'm just thinking here, am I cutting this the right way? Well, let's see. Well, we're going to find out. We're going to find out. It may be that you would want to use double-sided paper. What I wanted to do for you all is I want to use a cardstock. None of these that I picked are double-sided. A cardstock, like, you know, regular scrapbook cardstock, and then scrapbook paper, which is thinner. And we'll look at both of those and see how they work. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut this out here. And see, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter how perfectly you get everything. I mean, this is a handmade journal, as we know. Now I am going to come down here because this is the shape I wanted, this little wallet shape here. But, you know, you could, like I said, you could cut any shape from the middle here. So yesterday, my sisters down here were celebrating my mom's 90th birthday as a family tomorrow. Her actual birthday was on Monday. But whenever my sister comes, we go to shop. We do some shopping. Okay, so here's this. Now, this one has a little bit, like it's not folded in half. It has a little bit. So really all that's going to be white is this inside here. All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and fold it here. And where is my bone folder? Okay, can't find my bone folder. I use my scrapey thing here. Okay. So basically that is it. Now this was glued down the sides, and excuse my reach, if I had planned properly, I would have had my corner rounder here. Basically that's it. And we need to just glue the sides down here on this side. Let me not do that on paper here. So we're gonna check how it works with paper, and we're gonna check how it works with cardstock. I think both will work. There might just be a little trick with the cardstock that we'll have to deal with. So I'm going to glue these sides just like a big pocket, okay? Just like a big pocket, because that's all it is, right? Is a big pocket, right? Like that, okay? Now I'm going to go ahead and round my corners. So I want all 4 corners of mine rounded. And so the reason why I didn't stay with this one, because I think this is a bigger round than my 3/8 punch, which is the bigger one on this side, and I want them all rounded the same size. I don't want, you know, theirs to be bigger than mine, so I'm just going to use mine on all 4 corners, if that makes any sense. And you don't have to, oops, I moved that, I smooshed that in there. I'm going to have to fix that. You don't have to round corners if you don't like to. I just like it because it kind of gives it a finished look. Okay, so now the only other thing we would have to do is fold it in half, like this. Okay, so now we have our little wallet. Isn't that cute? I like it. Let's see here. I didn't fold it quite well enough here that it's not quite even top to bottom. Okay. Now this, like I said, you can pin this to a page in your book. You can put it in a pocket, but it will hold things for you, smaller little things, you know, that you want to keep. So this is the first one. Now we're going to decorate this, but let's go ahead and let the second one, we'll make the second one and then we'll decorate. And of course, because this is woodland themed, I will want to go ahead and grunge this up a little bit, and I'll just go ahead and ink the edges to make it a little not so, it is blue and white, but it'll make it a little less blue and white, if that makes any sense. Yeah, so my sister and I went shopping yesterday, and where did we go? We went to Marshall's. And, oh my gosh, there's so much cute Christmas stuff out already. I know you all know that. I mean, Christmas is everywhere already, but it was really fun. It was very festive, actually. Okay, so there we go. So there's the base of that one done, okay? So let's go ahead and try one with cardstock. And I'm going to go ahead and use this one because... Let me move these ones out of the way. It's non-directional because I think, if I'm not mistaken, you will have, yes, you will, because you're folding it over. If I used this one, for instance, where the trees are all pointing upwards, when I go to fold it, now the trees on the inside are going to be upside down, okay? And you don't want that. You want something that's going to look good both ways. So this is my mind's eye heavy-duty cardstock, and it is non-directional. It's just holly, so we can use this one. So let me go ahead and draw this one out real quick. And yeah, so when my sister and I were together yesterday, we did stop for lunch. We went to Ephemera for lunch. And besides talking about what we were going to do for my mom's birthday party tomorrow as far as food and everything, because we had to let my brother know too. He's a really good cook. That we were planning our Thanksgiving meal already too. And I know a lot of you already do that, and a lot of you probably have things that you serve year after year. I mean, obviously my parents have turkey because that's what they like, but you know, I think this year my sister said we'll make mashed potatoes instead of, we make the English roasted potatoes. And I think we're going to have mashed potatoes for Thanksgiving so that we can have roasted potatoes at Christmas. I want to make some kind of roasted Brussels sprouts with like walnuts or something. We always make roasted Brussels sprouts, but I'd really like to make it into more of you know, add more ingredients and make it into a better dish. Okay, so here we have this one. Okay, the holly. So I'm just going to fold it where I want it. No, wait a minute, that's wrong. It's this one that folds up, right? I'm going to fold it where I want it. Try to keep it in frame, Helen. And I guess I'm just eyeballing this. I'm not measuring like how far I fold up. I'm not measuring it against this. It was just this idea that I really like to make these little wallets. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this. And if your desk isn't a mess like mine, feel free to use your bone folder. I have one. I don't know where it is. Now, here's where things are going to get a little bit tricky. When you have cardboard or cardstock like this, when you start folding it into quarters, I guess, half is usually okay, but when you start going like this, what happens is you start getting a lot of bulk in the middle here, okay? So you need to really cut that bulk out because it's just making it too hard to stay shut. See how it like gator mouth's open? Even when you saw me burnish it, you know, I've really burnished it and it's still kind of popping open. It's because it's too bulky right in here in this middle part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open that up again. I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to eyeball. I'm going to cut a little V from the top down towards that middle piece to that fold where we fold it this way. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. And like I said, I am just eyeballing it. I don't know if you know what, if I fold that over, that's the same as when we cut corners and we put the little corner and flip it. So I guess that's the same so that I get the same amount taken off each side. So my little V here is even. So now when I fold it, okay, and I do this, it's going to be a lot less bulky. So I'm going to have to glue it shut though, and I still need to glue the edges. So let me go ahead and do that. Here. My glue is running out and I'm just wondering if I'm going to let it, if it will last till March when I go back to Pennsylvania, because I love to get it from the lady who has the house where we stay for our crop, my Pennsylvania girlfriends, or if I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and order it from Amazon, which I don't like to do. I mean, I do order stuff from Amazon, but I try to get it from small business first if I can. Okay, so here's this. Now this middle part is open here. If you know you're going to be storing very small little things, you could glue that shut if you want and just have that pocket, but I'm not. I'm going to leave that one open. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and round my corners. Okay, this is another one of these little things that I could see being very addictive. And basically, it's a folded piece of paper. However, it's not folded in half, like perfect halves, and, well, of course, halves would be perfect. It's not folded in half, and I have kind of a little fancier design on the middle, in the middle there. So let me go ahead and give this a quick ink, and then we will decorate the fronts, which is the super, super fun part. So like me, if you want to go ahead and make a couple, I'm just making these two for now. If I need another one, I don't think I did the edge on this one. If I need another one, I will, can always make another one. But right now I'm just going to make the two because I do have 4 other pockets for other things, but this is just a different style. And this is going to be so fun because there's always stuff. There's candy wrappers, receipts, tickets, you name it, that you get at Christmas. So this is going to be a very interactive book with all these little pockets and stuff to open, So that's going to be a lot of fun. And if you're an inking perfectionist, you will want to ink this here before you seal it up. Okay, I am not on my December daily, because my December dailies, although I love them, they're not precious. They're meant to be touched and handled and whatever. Okay, so now we've got our 2 little pockets. How cute are they? So let's go ahead and do some decorating. Now I have the little die cuts that I purchased at the crop 2 years ago, and I will use one of these as a focal point for each one, and then I'm going to layer it with some paper scraps that we've been saving. I just need to find something that is going to stand out, and that's nice, that little, what is that, a poinsettia? Or I've got these pretty hydrangea, but that's too likey. We need something different. Ooh, here's a big poinsettia here. Let's see. Let's use the big one. Okay, now right away I can see these die cuts have the white edge, and I'm not going to be cutting that off. So what I'm just going to do is give it a quick little ink, and if it's brown ink, it's going to be a little less prominent, not so white, not so bright. Okay, so we're going to use that as that focal point for that one. And let's look at this one here. Now, we're going to do more to that, but Let's look at this one, and you always want to make sure you're putting it on the front. What do we have on this one? We've got this cute little angel with a Christmas tree. We could use her. We've got snowflakes. Neither of these sets has blue in them. So, I'm gonna have to fudge it with, get it to work with the paper, like use a paper that does have blue in between or something. I'm just trying to look real quick at these die cuts to see what I might want to use. Let's see here. Let's use a deer. Let's just go ahead and use a deer. As much as I'm not friends with deer anymore. I love deer, but in their place, not in my garden eating all my food after I have worked so hard to grow a garden. They've kind of ungratiated themselves to me because of their voracious appetites. All right, so we are going to go ahead and use these two focal points. And what did I do? Did I not bring my bag of scraps? Helen, did you not bring your bag of scraps? I thought you did. Hold on. Oh, I didn't. Hang on one second. Just 1 second. Okay. I had it. I just didn't bring it over here. I pulled it out, but I didn't bring it over here. Okay, so here I've got my bag of scraps. Remember, I told you to save all your little scraps because they're going to be important. First of all, we don't want to end up with tons and tons and tons of scraps. But second of all, if you use your scraps in your journal, it will kind of keep to the theme, the color theme and everything. You won't be all over the place, which is okay. I mean, I don't dislike that, but I just wanted to kind of make sure I had a little bit of continuity. Now this scrap here has a little bit of blue, and it's got so I'm just going to lay that one there. And this is the process. This is the process. You know the process, right? Here is this piece of music here. Now, in this case, I usually love these fringy edges, but since this might be tucked into a pocket or pinned to the side, this is going to get in the way, I think. So I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to tear this. This is that music that I used before that is on, it's actually printed in brown, and that looks lovely. I like that, okay. I would like to have one more little piece of paper or something behind there. So let me just go ahead through my scraps here and see. And then of course this one also needs another layer. It also needs another layer. Here's a nice brown with script. I'm going to leave that one out. Some of these are just journaling cards, but see the back has pretty papers of these journaling cards. This one I might use just to write, but look at this one. This is just the calendar thing. I already have the calendar in the front of my book, so I'm not going to use another calendar. So I just need something to put underneath this. Oh, you know what? I also have my box here. This has some goodies in it too. This is the little box of smaller ephemera that I can use, and in there are some tags and some pieces of paper that I can use as backgrounds and such. You know what? I've changed my mind. Where's that deer? Where did he go? He's not going to be used. This is a piece of scrapbook paper from, I think it is from an artist paper from the Stampington, one of the Stampington magazines at Christmas had like Christmas card parts as the piece of paper they give you. And I like that on this one here. And then we've got this paper here, and you'll just barely see some of this paper, but I really like it. So let's get inking here. and put this on. Look, my paper cutter really, when I cut that, really needed a new blade. It's all raggedy on the edge. It gets that way, of course, when you need a new blade. So let's go ahead and glue this down. Where's my glue? Actually, I can use a glue stick for this. I can use a glue stick. This is thinner paper to thinner paper. So, well, it's cardstock, but it's fairly thin. Okay. And I'm just going to put that up to the edge. Trying to make it a little bit straight there. I don't think that's straight, but that's okay. All right. Like that. And then I'm going to cut it off. I could just wrap it around the edge here, but I'm not. I'm just going to cut it off. Okay, so there's that. And you know what? I didn't ink that edge. Okay. And then here's this card. So there's lots of printables. I don't know if I said this in my other video. If you don't have, packs of ephemera and you don't want to buy packs of ephemera, you don't have to, because there are tons of free printables online that you can get for Christmas. Oh, that's cute. I really like that. Okay. I was wondering how I was going to do the blue because those... Oops. Oh no, I lost my cap. This Pritt stick is good. It's very sticky, but I think when it gets cold, it gets very gloopy. I think that's, or maybe it got too hot. I don't know. It's not hot now, but okay, so let's go ahead. I don't want to plop it right in the middle. I want to put it a little bit off center. And of course, afterwards, I don't have any on my desk, I don't think, but you can always, I always like to go back, especially like this one right here, put some stickles in the middle of the poinsettia here, put some yellow stickles in there. Isn't that cute? So there's our little wallet. And of course, this is all real estate to decorate if you want to. I'm not going to hold you to do that because that would take too long, but I just wanted to give you that idea. So we've got that one. And now let's do this one. And I said I wanted one more piece for this one also. So let me see, something between the poinsettia and the music. And let's see what we have. Or you can add a sentiment. I mean, that's what this is, a Woodlands Christmas. But that might go like on the inside of the cover of my journal or something. So I'm just pulling through here to see what I might have that I can use. I know it's always thrilling, right, to go watch somebody sort through their paper. Drives me wild. So I'm sorry, I'm probably driving you all wild too. I'm doing the same thing. Okay, nothing's jumping out at me right from there, but I'm wondering, I've got this pine tree paper. This is actually like cardstock, and I'm wondering, what if I put it that way? I think I like it underneath better. Okay, I'm going to put it this way. The pine trees are going this way, so that's that way. This is the top, yes. Okay, so let me go ahead and just ink that real quick. Okay, and we're going to put it this way. Yeah, so I am so psyched about Christmas. I'm such a big kid. I am almost done with a lot of my shopping. And the shopping I haven't done, I know what I'm going to get people. With the exception, and I know you guys are probably in the same situation, your parents. It's like my parents get whatever they want. They're both 90. They don't need a lot of stuff. So I'm thinking for my mom, I might just give her make up a gift certificate. And again, templates. There are lots of templates on Canva, I think, and Pixabay, and some of those, even Word, I think has templates for gift certificates. So you can print out a nice little gift certificate and then fill it in what you want it to say. But I think I may give my mom a gift certificate for me to clean her house for her. I used to clean her house for her, and then I just didn't want to do it anymore. I started doing it when my husband had lost his job in 2008, and I would do it twice a month, but we're in a position where I don't need the money, and it is hard work, you know, pushing that vacuum cleaner around is quite, you know, it's a lot of work. And I scrub the floors on my hands and knees. That means, you know, both bathrooms that I clean, and the kitchen floor, you know, on my hands and knees, because it does a better job. And she has a maid now, but she doesn't think she does a very good job, and I don't think she does a very good job either. But it's very hard in our area to find somebody to clean. You know, and my mom's 90. She can't really do it herself. So I think I might give her a gift certificate that I will clean her house for her. Give her a good house cleaning. My dad, I have no idea. Maybe I'll get him some food or something. All right, so here we go, guys. Aren't these cute, these little wallets? You know, okay, I just had a brilliant idea because it's a little wallet. You could make these to gift somebody. A gift card could go in there, but if you're giving someone money, which we usually give my son, our son money for Christmas, a little bit of money anyway, that you can actually put money in here and make it as a gift, and then you could put some kind of little closure on here if you wanted. That would be cute, right? But I'm making these pockets just for the December daily, so that's what it is for, what I'll be using these for. But that did just spark you know, I mean, that's what I think this is for. So there you go. So guys, I hope you make some of these. I hope you're working on stuff for your December daily if you're going to make one. If you are going to make one and you haven't started, I would highly recommend you at least make the body with the pages, the blank pages, because December is coming faster than you know it. It's amazing, right? So guys, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I ask that you do. And until the next video, I hope you're all truly blessed. Bye-bye.